Buenos dias. All right. First and foremost, before we go over anything at all inside of the market, all right, we're going to go over our 1K challenge. All right. First and foremost, yeah, first 2 days were, a little slow, but what do you expect when we have data and a FOMC meeting on a Wednesday? Market's going to get a little choppy. All right. So, not gonna lie, call outs, Baba, been a little slow. All right. It's been a little slow. Definitely cut these right here. All right. But I'm focusing more on the challenge right now. All right. Now, these are still great plays. All right. I'm not excluding them, not saying that they're not valuable plays, because they definitely are. All right. Right here, Microsoft got a $5 drop since yesterday, all the way down to 393, dropped all the way back down to 391. Now, I don't know if I post that update? Definitely did post that update. All right. 391. Let's go ahead. We'll take it all the way back to the original call out. Microsoft, April 2nd puts, folks. April 2nd. All right. For 390s. Called these up here at 399. An $8 drop. Okay. Since yesterday. Definitely got some money out of that. All right. So, I'm giving it to y'all live in the flesh. All right. Are these plays a little bit riskier? Yeah, because you know why? It's a paper trading challenge for 1K. Paper trading challenge for 1K that I offer inside my Discord. All right. So you get this paper trading, you win this challenge, you get $1,000 towards your account. Not only do you learn how to trade, but you learn how to enter the trades. You learn how to manage your money. You learn everything that you could possibly need to go ahead and enter the market. And then on top of that, I'm saying, here you go. It's $1,000. Go do what you just learned now. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right. That's how simple it is over here on this side. All right. So pay a little bit more attention to the 1K challenge for some trades. All right. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay. For those of y'all that see Nacho. All right. NASDAQ. All right. We had that FOMC meeting yesterday. Got a wicked pullback. All right. That's one. All right. Let's just go and highlight all this. All right. That's one reject. Whoops. This is it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 rejects, bro. These are all-American rejects at this point, all right? So that's not looking good. But we do have a bounce, and let's see if we get a bounce here. All right? We're sitting here at the 200-day now. Now, in my opinion, I don't see why anyone in their right mind, banks are different though. You know what I'm saying? The banks are definitely different, okay? I don't see why anyone would buy right now. All right? We got war. We got oil. We got data just coming in raunchy as hell. We got, what is this? FOMC, they're deciding not to cut rates at all whatsoever. And if anything, they're saying, you know what? Yeah, a rate hike did come up for discussion. Guys, we're supposed to be cutting rates right now. All right? That's what makes the market bullish right now. All right? Because we need rate cuts. All right? That house that you're trying to buy, where the rates are too high, they're about to go higher. All right? That's what Powell's saying. All right? Chairman of the Federal Reserve. All right? That's what he's saying. So whether Trump likes it or not, I need everyone to understand the Federal Reserve is not part of the government. All right? They're not part of the government. So they don't give a damn what Trump says. All right? Trump can say this, is that, and the third. Sorry, big dog. We give you the money. Just saying. All right. That's why it's always good to have money. When you have money, you're the one in control. All right. Go ahead, take that to the bank. Um, sorry, y'all. Voice a little raunchy this morning. All right. Anyways, we lose this 200 day, right? We're going to see some serious slippage. All right. If there was any time we were going to get away from the 200 day, it should have been here, should have been there, should have been, it should be up here. All right. So those of y'all that are smoking that hopium, be my guest and smoke it away because look how it's supposed to look. All right. When you fail once, you fail twice, 3, 4 times, you come down. You come back up, you fail, you shoot back down below. All right. Clear break above. So we haven't even really tested it. Oh, yeah, we did right here. All right. Since last year in May. Okay. Now, when you come to the 200 days, right, it's boom, test, close to a test. So let's see if the same thing happens again. All right. Just shoot up, clear up. All right. Should not be anywhere near here in the market. Do you see any candles? I don't see any candles. I don't pretty much no birthdays here. All right. Got clear away from that. You get a retest, bounce, boom. All right. You should not be flirting with disaster like this. All right. If this was my love life summed up into the market right now, we're talking like 2019 toxic mark. All right. All right. I'm just flirting with disaster right now at this point. All right. This is not good. Okay. I'm healed now, by the way. All right. I'm definitely nowhere near that whatsoever. All right. So thank y'all for y'all concern. Um, yeah, this is not good. Okay, we're going down. All right, in the great words of Fallout Boy. Okay, so getting a pullback on Qs popped up. It was at 592 this morning, popped up to 594. I mean, I'd still be a little concerned if you ask me. All right. We mentioned some AVGO puts, 310s. We're down at 314, looking good. Love it. You mentioned NVIDIA puts, 175s. We're at 180. All right, I'll call it that. Y'all saw it change live. AMD, we need to come back down on those. Got $300 puts on Google, looking good. I'm giving y'all a sauce right now. Okay, what did I say? Okay, what did I say yesterday? If y'all saw yesterday's video, okay, we get above 95, 97, this thing is going to 120. And I said, but before it does that, we'll probably even get a nice little pullback, right? Bounce off this level, shoot up towards 120, okay? Now, I got to give it to it though, okay? This shooting up and this little dip right there might get a pullback on oil. All right, we might get a pullback on oil. All right, I want to know why the 50 SMA did that. Okay, I am curious about that. All right, because we saw all these other pullbacks didn't dip like that. All right, so I want to see how this reacts for the remainder of the day. Okay, giving y'all the sauce here. Okay, Palantir, where we at? Palantir 152, still holding up here. All right, I like what I see here. Okay, got a flag, and I know I said I was gonna get in calls yesterday, but I didn't like the entry point, right? Boom. Okay. I like that. If we can come bounce on this level again, 151.97, I'm liking it to the upside. All right. So 163 still, we'll look at those contracts. We'll see how much they cost. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's how I base a lot of my strategy. All right. What am I willing to pay for the duration of the time that it's going to get there? All right. I trade safe. You look at my Webull portfolio, it says I trade safe. All right. Not a Not even gonna get into it. All right, I'm not gonna be your uncle today. I'm gonna just give y'all the plays. All right, hymns coming back down to 22. Still looking good. All right. VIX, 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 VIX. All right. What did I say yesterday? I like that we're at 21, but we're not below 20s. And this is what happens. Okay. Granted, we had the meeting, but it's nothing but bad news. Bad news, bad news, bad news. What good news can we possibly fake off of everything across the board that is bad, right? That's like your ex coming up to you and saying, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna change. And every single time, you know, they change, right? Or not they change, but hey, maybe she might have changed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she might be different. But you don't see every single bad case scenario play out. She has not changed. A lot of talk's been going on. And guess what? She fucked up again. And now she's saying, look, I promise you I'm gonna change. And you're like, on what premise? What premise? All right. This is a game of patterns and recognition. Okay. There is nothing, no indications, no clear change of actual. You look past on the data on her past reactions or his reactions, all right, ladies and gentlemen, and you're like, you know what? You're not changing. You're not correcting any type of behavior. There's nothing going on, okay? Nothing good going on. So you have nothing to base the sole premise of even fake news, if even of even of some type of hope, some type of change. It would literally have need actual corrected behavior here. Okay. Now I say that because I like to deal in reality. Okay. Um, if we lose this right here, the 50 SMA, we will get a good push. We will definitely get a good push. Okay. Now calls will then start looking good. Um, I say that though, get your money, get in, get out. Okay. I like what I see across the board, but still, VIX, y'all, VIX, it shot back up. That's because things are not looking good. All right. Like I said, we're in our toxic era right now when it comes to the market. Like I said, this is marked back in, 2019. Okay. Just up to no good. All right. I'm out. I'm having a good time. I'm having life. I have no regards for anybody whatsoever. All right. I'm doing me, baby. I'm doing me. And if this shit comes sinking down, I'm with it. Okay. I got a drink in my hand. The train has no brakes. What can you do? I'm not a captain. I'm just here for the ride. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. All right, guys. There's no corrected behavior. Okay. This is for talking about me here. There is no reason why you should take me back right now. All right. I am up to no good. I'm outside. I'm having fun. Okay. So need y'all to look at the market like that. Okay. Look at it like that. Okay. Nothing but bad data going on right now. Nothing is matching the behaviors. We can't even fake nothing. We can't even give no actual good news saying that the war is about to end until we actually start seeing deals signed. We actually start seeing rate cuts. We actually start seeing good data. We actually start seeing good numbers. Everything we need to we need to start seeing something. All right, we're running out of gas here. All right, at this point, you can't just tell the car, "Hey, I need you to go." We need some gas inside the car to get this vehicle moving. All right, we're out of gas. Okay, the gaslight is on right now. All right, and I know it sounds like I'm gaslighting a lot of folks. I'm not. I'm just dealing in reality. I'm telling you guys, we're out of gas. We're out of gas. All right. We need to pull over right now. All right. I know I sound crazy sometimes, but I'm just trying to give it to y'all. All right. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to give y'all the truth and the real. Okay. We need gas right now. We need a lot of it, or else this thing coming to a dead screeching halt in the middle of the freeway. We don't want that. Okay. I mean, some of us do because I'm trying to get a new car. All right. So VIX, we need to see that come down. Or you're like me, we want to see it go up. Okay. Open. Yes, come back down, dude. I did not like this yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little scared. All right. I almost caught a little FOMO. All right. Almost caught a little FOMO. Got get in my feelings a little bit. I was a little hurt that it shot all the way up to 560. Okay. As long as the war's still going on, I'm not buying. Okay. So it's pretty much it. All right. Let me see. Oop. Okay, S&P. This is the daily chart, y'all. All right, this thing's about to come crashing down. Okay, see that right there? We got the 200 EMA about to lose it. This is a big area of support right there. All right, we lose this. All right, and I gotta be honest with you. I'm with y'all. All right, I don't think Trump is going to let the market crash. And I'm not saying that it's gonna crash just because I'm in puts. I'm saying if we're right here, I expect this to come. Look, watch. Oh, you can't even see it. You know what? I'll just bring up Trading View back again. All right, it'll just be a lot easier on there. All right, let me go ahead. Let me zoom out. Right. What is this? Boom. Let's take this to the daily. Right. Let me go ahead and get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this. Okay. 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 If this is our area of support, right? I'm not saying, okay, that we're gonna go full blown out down here. I'm saying we still got some more room to the downside for a good area of support, okay? If we're gonna get a reversal, it's gonna be in this area, okay? Scare everybody, lose a 200 day, right? Scare everybody, get bought up. I do see it's coming back up here at 26. Sounds crazy. I know, because I've been telling everyone, yeah, we're going down, dog. We're going down. All right. I'm not, I'm not, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm really not. All right. I just deal in reality. I need to deal in reality with the market. Okay. This is not a place where you can sit here and pretend, okay, or hope or try to even predict. Okay. I'm very clear on that. I do not predict. I just read the chart. Okay. So if we're going to get some good support, it's going to be it's either right now at this 200 day or down in this area of support. Okay, we're talking 2,400, possibly even 23. Okay, just the way it is. Okay, so anywhere between what is that? I'll call it 24,400 to 24 flat. All right. That's where I'm expecting this pullback to go. I don't care if it's a wick down. I don't care if it's a full candle close inside there. I am expecting to enter that area before we get bought up and shot back up. Okay. That's what I'm expecting. And with that pullback, our puts could really play out. Okay. So, but, it could keep going. Who am I? Who am I to say that's exactly where they're going to buy? All right. I'm just saying it's more likely and a higher probability that we're going to drop down to this area of support right here. Okay. Because we've been getting bought up. We've been getting bought up consistency. This is what I'm talking about. The data that we have. Okay. The data that we have. We look to our left. We got data here. Okay. This is changed and corrected behavior. Okay. This is something that we could say, hey, you know what? Every time, you know, a significant other does hit the bottom of does hit bottom, I do see some corrective behavior, when they do something bad, when they're saying, that, all right, you know what? I get it. I get it. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Look for the patterns, the recognition, everything. All right. That's all I have for y'all today. Um, Today's Thursday. Gonna be a red day. Fridays are usually green. All right. So I expect this pullback that we got from the market to continue. All right. So if anything, this is what I'm looking for. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, look, if we don't get above 24,807 today back into 25, that's 400 points. All right. Just want that to be clear. On a Thursday, which is red. I can see it happening on a Friday, but on a Thursday, which is red, okay? I would not be surprised if it dropped all the way down here to 24.3 inside that area of support, and all of Friday, watch them just buy it up and just skyrocket this thing back to like 1,000. And even when it does that, right, on Friday, it moves 1,000 points. That is fucking bad. Now we're talking about the Nasdaq just getting so volatile that it's moving 1,000 points. So y'all, honestly, that's like your blood pressure spiking. That is not good. All right. That's too volatile. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why I say the market is looking like it's going to come down. That blood pressure and like those heart rates that are up and down spiking, eventually it's going to go flatline and just, it's going to die. It's going to crash. All right. That's all I got for y'all here. All right. So that I'm just giving y'all exactly what I see. 24,807. We reject that, then we'll continue coming back down. But if we lose 24, 524, I mean, it's clear and evident as day. All right. I mean, y'all seeing it live in the flesh. Okay. Clear and evident as day. We lose that level, we're coming down more inside the market. All right. So those of us that are in puts, it could be great for us. Got a strong little buy candle right here. You know, nothing too crazy. Just went up, touched that 50 SMA. It's riding that 13 EMA like a fucking surfer in California. All right. So just riding the wave right now. And yeah, man, 200 days right below 24,473. Might as well come test it. You feel me? So let's see let's see what's in store for us today. If I see anything else, I'll give you all the call outs. Palantir, I want to be on the lookout for this. All right, we're at 151. We're losing that. All right, we're losing that. It's been testing it though. All right. I mean, like I said, I like that. I like the consolidation up there. But that's all we have, folks. So y'all have a good day. Remember, trade responsibly. Okay. But yeah. Adios, amigos.